Wimbledon gets underway this month, and one of the championship's greatest names is Martina Navratilova. She won 9 singles titles and has been speaking to the BBC's Amal Rajan about her career and the United States, which she's called home for the past 50 years.
How's your health right now?
It's all good, knock on wood. Yeah, all clear and no side effects at all. The cure was hell, but the aftermath has been great, and I was lucky on that front because people can have lifelong issues. No salivary glands, the voice box can be affected, swallowing, so I need to chew my food a little bit better, but that's about it, so I'm good.
What's the biggest challenge facing women in tennis today?
It's still trying to get the corporate money because we still are lacking and lagging behind the guys in financials. And also, men's sports has been around for 150 years. Women's sports is very young, and it's just the right thing to do.
We'll talk about the right thing to do. I want to get your views on trans athletes in sports. You have been very outspoken. So just looking at your social media on Twitter and elsewhere, you've said so. For instance, you said, it's not for failed male athletes, whatever age. This is not right and it's not fair. This to you is a question of morality, isn't it? It's about justice. And as you cast it, it's about being fair to women who are participating.
Absolutely. And there's a certain stepladder that you have to go through before you get to elite sport. So it starts really in high school. And then you come out to go into your local meet, and there's a boy that now has a ponytail and nail polish and identifies as a girl. That's all fine and well, but the ponytail and nail polish does not a female make. And now these girls are like, I can't compete against that. I have no chance.
What do you think about where tennis has got to? Because the WTA permits transgender women to participate if A, they provide a written and signed declaration that they are female or non-binary, B, their testosterone levels are below a certain limit for 2 years, and C, they sustain those levels. What do you think about that position that the WTA has got to?
I think it's wrong. I think it's still wrong because, number one, you don't lose the 5 inches of built-in height. Average male is 5 inches taller than a female. Then you add arm length. You got like 7 inches. You got this much height just here. So I have to jump this much higher for an overhead as the guy, that identifies as a woman, to be on the same level.
Recently in the UK, the Supreme Court ruled that the legal definition of a woman is based on biological sex. Is your message to the world of tennis that they should follow the lead of the UK Supreme Court and be that clear and that definitive?
100%. I think sports has always been on the front of social change and social progress. And this way, we can be on it again in affirming the right of women and girls to sex-based spaces. And being in the right side of history.
Let me just push back for one moment on what you say, because one consequence of your taking those views might be that people who are trans, who've been through terrible experiences many times, will face more public persecution, and they're already terribly persecuted, and that actually we should all, including you, spend a bit more time being sympathetic to what people who've gone through that process, who've transitioned, are experiencing.
Very sympathetic, but that still doesn't give him right into women's sex-based spaces. What about the women? What about the girls? And every athlete affects every girl on that pitch, on that playing field.
The other subject on which you've been very outspoken of late is your adopted homeland of modern America. And I note that on your pinned tweet on the platform X, you say that you grew up in a totalitarian, authoritarian country, which we've spoken about, Czechoslovakia, under the Soviet Union. And basically you say you refuse to be someone who lives in another one. Do you really fear America, your home, is turning into a totalitarian, authoritarian country?
Don't you see that? I mean...
Totalitarian?
Well, yeah. When they are checking all your social posts to decide whether you can stay in the country, even though you already have legal visa, and they want to send you back. We made it so difficult for people to get legal status, immigration status in America, and then we complain about illegal immigrants because we make it almost impossible. And then the people that have done it by the book, they still get chucked out. What is not totalitarian about that?
So what would happen to a young Martina today, someone who dreamed of America?
I would not be able to they wouldn't let me in, probably, because I'm not loyal to Donald Trump. I guess. I don't know what would happen to me, but I would, if I was now still in that same position and I had to go live somewhere, it would not be America, because it's not a democracy at the moment.
How would you like to be remembered in years to come?
I'd like to be remembered.
Martina Navratilova, thank you so much for your time.
And you can see the full interview on BBC Two tonight at 7 o'clock, and it's available now on the iPlayer.